Hello, this is Professor Hirona Matayoshi here at Yokohama National University, also known as YNU. And today I'm going to talk about the three programs that we use here at YNU. And the first is the LMS, the second, Zoom, and the third, UD Talk. Now, the first, the LMS, is what you see on your screen as of now. And you can see the classes that I have. We're going to enter the first class as an example. The first section or folder that you see here are for the resources. Okay, it's the resource folder. On the bottom, these are folders for everyday attendance, the attendance folder. If you click on the attendance folder, then you can see the Zoom URL right here. Okay, and also you will also see the days that I have the class with the password. As for the resources that I have in the class, the resource folder, I have several resources already set up. As you can see, I have page numbers and the content already written on for each class so that I can give them feedback. They know which topic that I talked about on what page, and they can quickly access the information that I discussed in class so that they can kind of restudy it. The LMS is basically an on-demand program that we have, and it's basically for students to access all the information within the class on demand. You can see the icons change here. This icon is for resources. This icon is for homework. So you can see all the homework that I had, including the tests that I had in class. So this was not for homework, but this was an in-class test at a specific time, which was 60 minutes. And so within 60 minutes, they had to hand in the test. Same with the finals, they had to do the same thing. Within 60 minutes, they had to hand in the final. To give you a short, quick idea about, for instance, what happens when you click on one of these folders. If you click on the practical guide, which is the textbook, it completely downloads on the left-hand side, you can see. So the students can put it on their desktop, it's free. So this is kind of like a quick run through of the LMS. Now in the next video, we will discuss about the UD Talk. The UD Talk is a program for students who have a listening impairment. And hopefully that this information will help you and your colleagues in your universities. Hello, my name is Professor Matayoshi. Today I'm going to talk to you about UD Talk. UD Talk is an application that can be found on your iPhone application store. And yep, it's downloaded. All I have to do is open it and also allow the mic to hear my voice. Now I'm going to agree with the contract. It's connected to my iPhone, and the language that I usually speak is Japanese, and so in the middle you can see in blue the Japanese language. Now if you click onto the Japanese language, you can also see other languages that are listed on this application. Specifically the languages, then you would click onto the middle one. And for instance, if you want to actually look for a language, what you use, I use English and Japanese, and so I'm going to use those two languages. Now I'm going to go back and access the UD Talk here. Next part you would push would be the talk button on the bottom, on the right hand side bottom. And it says name your talk. Now I'm going to name it as bilingual translator from English to Japanese okay, like this, and then I'm going to OK it, and there we have our first setup. Okay, now all you have to do is click onto this, and you will see a blank screen with a bottom microphone on the bottom. Now to start this application, you would just click on the bottom. Now this is only in Japanese, so I want a bilingual in English, and so I'm going to click on the American flag, like this. Okay, so when I tap on both of these will have the translation. So let's try this together. My name, good. is Hirona Matayoshi. Pretty close. And you can see that when I'm speaking, the translation comes right underneath it. It may take time, but once you get used to your voice, it simultaneously translates for you while you're speaking. Now, I'm doing this very slowly at this moment, but I can raise the speed while I'm talking. So let's, for instance, talk about philosophy. And as you can see, we can talk about philosophy in terms of different religions and also different topics. And by doing this, people who have hearing impairment can actually listen to you while getting a simultaneous translator all at the same time. And right now, the application is doing quite well. And I'm speaking at a normal speed, like a native speaker would usually speak when they're speaking in English. Okay, I hope this helps to you to understand what this application is all about. It's basically a simultaneous interpreter who can basically interpret and also translate everything back into a variety of languages that you have assigned to the application. And also it's very good because you can actually see what I'm saying at the same rate that I'm speaking, because it is basically translating and also scripting or typing the exact words that I'm speaking. Okay? And this is how the students use this. And they have found that this is very useful, especially those students who have hearing impairment, because everything that we do right now is online. And because it's online, students sometimes have problems with understanding what I'm saying. But if they can see what I'm saying on the screen in English as well as Japanese, then they can review on Zoom if they have a video, and they can also review what I teach in class. This is a free application. It's on Apple, it's inside Apple Store. All you have to do is type in UD Talk, and you can basically access the free application that will help your students. Now, how do the students use this? Well, they use this while they are online on Zoom. And what they do is they put this application on their cell phone or smartphone, and they basically raise the microphone or speaker very high so that they can hear my voice, and so that their cell phone or smartphone can hear my voice simultaneously while I speak and do the class. Hence, when I do the class, I am very careful with what I use in terms of speech, speed, and to make sure that the students and the application can catch my voice as well as translate and interpret what the class is all about. I hope you enjoyed this application. Thank you very much. You just tap it again to stop the application.
さようなら。そしてあなたはそれをタップするだけです。再度アプリケーションを停止します。
Now, the good thing about this is that you can basically, it's also automatically recorded onto the UD Talk in itself. Okay, so for instance, if you want to close it, you can actually go back to it and it has everything that you have said originally on here recorded. And it's really nice. So the students can record what I said in class. It's already there. On Zoom, they would have the video so they can actually see me speaking at the same time for those who have to lip sync, for instance. It's an excellent program. It's free. It's wonderful. Unfortunately, the instructions are basically all in Japanese, and I'm sorry, but it's a great program, and hopefully you can use it in the future.